I think of JEC, I smile. I wake up every single morning, excited, energized, ready to come to school, to wait outside, have the music just create that atmosphere, see the smiles of all the beautiful children.
When I pull up to school to let my son out, I love to hear the music playing and see Rabbi Beer and Mor Rivka high-fiving the kids because you can really feel that warmth that they have.
Rabbi Beer knows exactly how to welcome each one of my children in the morning. My son gets a big high five, my daughter gets a thumbs up, and my little baby, and it really shows that he knows each child, which I think is very unique to JEC.
In the morning when I walk out of my office and I come to the door seeing all the children, smiling faces, happy, teachers greeting them, it really sends a message to me that the kids really want to come here.
For some children coming in on the first day, it's their first experience in an early childhood environment. Sometimes it's even their first experience leaving their parents, their caretakers from the home environment.
The whole atmosphere in our building is just energetic, and every child is encouraged to find his or her own space.
I'm always amazed with what the kids come home with just from learning Aleph Bet. They come with a cuff, with like a cup built in the middle and the ball bounces in. I don't even know how the Moras come up with such creative projects for them.
Whatever it is that is being brought to the school or wherever the classes are going to go on a trip, I want to make sure that it enhances the curriculum that's being taught and that it brings whatever concepts and skills the students are learning to life.
Mor Rivka really has a way of connecting to the children. At our Rosh Chodesh Cheshvan assembly, she brought in this fantastic umbrella that all the children were just enthralled with. She taught them a song about Masha Karuach and Morid Hagashem, and the kids just absolutely loved it.
Children don't just learn middos as a separate part of their curriculum, they actually implement them. They actually, on a daily basis, it becomes a part of the classroom routine.
They have a wide variety of subjects and specials. They utilize technology.
When our daughter was in the hospital, they reached out to see how they could make her a part of the class even when she was gone for such an extended period of time. Particularly, they had a special program, Eyes of the Wild, where they brought in for Parshat Noach to teach the kids about all different animals, like those that were on the teva. And the Mora brought in her iPad from home so she could FaceTime my daughter in so she could be a part of the program. And they even took the opportunity to have all the kids do a virtual Bikur Cholim for her.
Integrating things that we never had the opportunity to learn with, but it's the wave of the future. And the embracing of that technology, the embracing, preparing children.
It's amazing to see how motivated the students are to really understand whatever it is that they're learning, whether it's the Lenape or the voting process. The students want to really get their information straight because they want to communicate that.
Each one of my 6 children is really a world unto himself or herself. And in the JEC, they've had the Rabbeim and the teachers and the Moros that have really helped.
As adults, we know that we're different. Children, for sure, are different. Al Pi Darko is about really looking at a child, seeing the potential of who they can become, and working with them to become that potential.
Because every child is so beautiful, comes with such strengths.
Our support staff really works hard to make sure that students that get special services feel good about themselves.
And we try to make the place learning and full of fun and excitement, and they want to end up coming downstairs.
Teachers are trained to teach the children the academics, do it in a creative, dynamic way, and they are trained in social, emotional development of the child. But to have an expert in that area on staff to help individual children when they're in need.
When we see that students have an aptitude for math and they're comfortable as problem solvers, they enjoy the challenge of math.
That was an amazing experience. Our kids would come home and just be completely animated about math. What kids are animated about math?
It's not the cognitive child, it's not the emotional child, it's not the physical child. We're dealing with kids, B'nai and B'not Torah. There aren't learning teachers, Moras and Rebbes, and then the other teachers. All of our teachers work together.
I think of my colleagues invested in furthering their own education, in making sure to finesse their craft.
Whether it's a science lesson, a game on the basketball court, whether it's the little kids who get a chance to see a super duper image like Rav Teitz, who is just a man who is kulo Torah.
It's very important for these boys to come out and to enjoy learning and to love it and to want to open up a Siddur or a Chumash or a Gemara in the future.
It's been really nice to see my son come home with an excitement for learning. He's always asking me, we have to do this Bar Torah, we have to learn on Shabbos, we have to learn on Sunday, so that he can come back to school and tell his Rebbe.
When I say, okay, you know, it's going to be Mishnah Mania, where they could say as many missions as they want, and the kids jump up, yay, you know, they're so happy, they want to learn.
Our curriculum is very focused on teaching them the skills, the actual bare bones skills, how to rip apart that pasuk, how to translate it on their own. Therefore, they feel successful. They feel like, I can do it. And we make sure that every single child can do it.
As parents, that's what we want to see. We want our children to be able to be given a well-rounded Jewish education where they could feel confident and secure to get up, lead the davening, give a shir, attend a shir.
It's not just learning a language for our students. It's the full experience, which is why once a week we have a special program, Chavaya Yisraelit, where our students, led by one of the shlichim brought to us by Federation, have the opportunity to engage with each other on matters dealing with Israel, with our home, our heritage, our history.
A great illustration of the friendships that have developed between the rabbis and our children is that we've made it an annual tradition on Purim to take Shalach Manos. He really loves his rabbis, and so they've chosen to nurture Torah into our children rather than teach it.
Both inside and outside of the classroom, it's very important that the boys have some physical activity. In my classroom, I have boys jumping up and down, standing on their chairs, getting really involved in their Mishnayos. And outside of the classroom, when we have recess, I also like every once in a while to try to get involved, to play with the boys.
We focus on skill building. We take specific sports such as basketball, baseball, volleyball, tennis. We take the skills, we break it down to which skills you need to succeed at these different sports, and we incorporate it from the youngest level up until the older grades.
JEC is such a special place where parents and teachers, students, administration, all work together.
On several occasions, I've had this really wonderful experience where a teacher would call me, spend their entire lunch period, so I know they don't even eat.
And she called to speak to me for half an hour, not rushing, just to get a good understanding, and that made me feel so comfortable that she really, really cares about each individual child.
Education is not just about the teacher and the child. It's about the teacher, the child, and the parent working together.
When we collaborate and work together, that's when we create magic.